Alright, so before I begin, it's important to note that this world that I'm currently in has absolutely nothing to do with SC13. I just needed to load up something to kind of run around while I talk. I've been getting a lot of questions about, an update on SC13. Here's one. A trailer is going to be coming out in the next month or two because it's March 1st today, and it's getting progressively closer and closer to summer. Um, and while building SC13, I'm going to be honest, as of right now, I don't have a survival world like at all, because, well, my main focus has been the challenges, but unfortunately, the new update that came out that made the PS4 version turn to, I guess, kind of like the Windows 10 version. It's presented a lot of obstacles, and it's set me back majorly. Thankfully, I'm still on time, but it I had a survival world started. I had a theme, but the update really threw a lot of the ideas that I had out the window. One of the biggest issues I've had is that worlds are now either really, really small or they're way too big. The reason why that set me back is because with the survival world, there was always a boundary for players because you could set the world size on PS4 version. In this version, you can't do that. There are... I shy away from having an infinite survival world for Survivorcraft simply because I had an infinite world in Season 9. It did not work out how I wanted to. Well, part of the reason was because the tribes were put on two completely different maps, super far away from each other. But also, I'm just worried that players are going to venture out so far that they will never be found. And a lot of the drama that happens and the point of the survival world is to have that constant, like, players are battling for resources and, the fear of going outside of your tribe base. But if you have an infinite world, there's so much to explore that you don't even have to stay at your tribe, and you could potentially never be found. You could be completely off the map, off the grid from everybody else, and I personally not a fan of that at all. There's a way to avoid that with command blocks. You can make it to where players are killed if they go outside of a radius, but other issues come up with that as to where the radius that you make isn't a square, it's a circle. So I don't know how to explain it, but it also only affects the overworld. So I would have to make one for the end, the nether, but the nether's really weird because I'm not 100% sure how it works in this new version. I don't want to take any risks because if players build a portal super out in the nether and they go through the portal, they could end up literally anywhere in the infinite survival world, and well, obviously we don't want that. And I guess the question that I have for everybody, I need opinions, is should I do the radius thing, make do it to where if players leave a certain radius, they die automatically, and if players, if they want to take a risk and build a portal super far out in the nether and have a potential of being outside of that radius, then, so be it. Or should I just make the world infinite? Because if you've seen the world size for the classic, I think it's called, or the old world size, that's straight up that's just not an option. It's not big enough. It's as big as the freaking Nether on PS4. So on PS4, which is a tiny, tiny map. If you've ever seen a map from the Nether, so that's one of the issues that I'm currently debating. Also, another reason is I really want to hold off until the new nether update comes out on building a survival world, I do want to have that in Survivor Craft, because whenever I made season 11, it didn't have a lot of the new stuff that came out, like the Pillage and Village update. It didn't have another update because I made it right before it. But I want this new season, this new survival world, to include all of the new stuff. So I'm trying to hold it off, but it's getting so close to where I might have to just take the L and go, we're not going to have the awesome new nether update that's supposed to come out. Another issue that I'm having with that is I really wanted to make a realms for the survival world. I cannot express how badly I really wanted the realms, but it's just not looking like it's going to come out. And it's a March, as I said before. I have to have a plan by April, and I have to start moving forward because I want to take my time with this. I don't want to just throw it together, because so far the challenges, I started them in August. I've been progressively working on them day after day, week after week, a couple of hours. I've never put so much time into a season. Season 6 is probably the second one that's behind Season 13. I put a lot of time in Season 6, but it's nowhere in comparison to this season. Like, it's taken me... I was hoping to have 2 seasons built, but this one season is literally taking me from the end of summer of last year to... Well, now, I still have a couple challenges that I have to get done before April, but I'm calling it by April. I have to have a plan. I have to start on the survival world because I can't wait any longer. If the new update isn't out for the nether, then that's just how it's going to have to be. If realms isn't out, which I highly doubt it will be, then that's how it's going to be. And it sucks because for realms, I've even developed a system to prevent cheating. The only thing I couldn't prevent, I'm not going to say it because I know some of you MFers are going to freaking break the rule, but I figured out how to make it to where players literally can't cross the enemy boundaries and they can't attack inside the boundaries if they are in their tribe boundaries. But I had all that ready, but Realms is just probably not going to be out because I've not heard anything from Mojang. So I guess that's where I am right now. The trailer is coming out super soon, but I desperately need you guys... I need opinions on what to do for the survival world. Should I make it I mean, it's going to be an infinite world. There's no doubt about that. But should I let players roam wherever? Should I set up boundaries to kill players outside of it? It would be an invisible barrier, and the barrier would have a warning text that would say, you're close to the barriers, please move inland more. Something similar to that. It's also really hard for me to choose a theme, so I'm not sure how well the theme is going to be because of all these new changes. Like, this whole version just came out of nowhere for me. It completely screwed me over. It's also helped me a lot because some of the commands are nice, the new blocks are nice. I've added a bunch of new mechanics, but it's also, especially command blocks have been awesome, but it's been a hassle to learn all this new stuff. And this whole thing with the survival world has just really thrown me for a loop, and I've put it off for so long because of the nether update, because of realms, that I just I don't know. I have a month to get this to get a plan in stone. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is I seriously need help. But actually, here, if you're watching right now, I'm going to load up the freaking challenge world, because why the frick not? I don't have anything else to do. I'm done with my rant. But it's going well right now. I have 3 challenges left. And, oh god, please don't be somewhere that's, like, super revealing. Please don't be anywhere that's super revealing. Oh god, please don't be anywhere that's super revealing. I have no clue where I am. I think I'm at the border of one of them. I'm almost completely sure I am, but I don't want to reveal anything. Okay. Okay, get on this end. Get on this end. Okay. We are here. Alright. So, yeah, I kind of took the style of lights. And what's funny is these were built in the older version. Because I mean, I had to do those manually, but these are built in the newer version because I can actually use commands to fill them open. But yeah, this is kind of like a little look at some of the challenges. See, some of them are really, really freaking long, like holy shit long. And this shit takes me forever to build. I'm not gonna lie, it is stressful. It is a ton to handle. I'm trying not to reveal any of the signs that I have down, but I mean, they look super cool. They look freaking awesome. There's a lot of them, to say the least. I'm trying to find somewhere that has a good middle ground to where you can see a lot, but I don't think it's going to happen because I also don't need to look at my map because the variations of the challenges, like how they are, they're all completely different. um, but yeah, it's a work in progress. I only have 3 more challenges that I have to do, thank God. Um, and if you've watched this far, thank you. Um, I'm gonna try not to fuck up this season like I fucked up other seasons. I've learned a lot. I have a bunch of new stuff that I plan on adding that I think is gonna be really cool. But please, 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 please let me know what I should do for the survival world because I'm literally screwed and I don't know what the frick to do. But yeah, goodbye from Steve. I don't know why I have to keep changing my freaking skin. I've done this like 10 times and it's kind of a pain in the ass to do. Yeah, that's why. Okay, bye.